Hello again. You are in for a special treat today, viewers, and I promise you will not be disappointed. I am very proud to announce that I was given a special pre-release chance to play the newest Holdfast free content, which is called the American Revolution expansion. Now, as you know, Holdfast was created by ABS, also known as Andy Blame Stereo. They are based in Nolte, which is a small island off the coast of Libya. Now, AYS has grown to gigantic proportions considering their incredible challenges living in this tiny, impoverished hellhole of the Mediterranean Ocean, sea, waterway. But more on that later. And as we see, it's the regular Holdfast start screen, but we have this fourth option here for the American expansion. So let's get started and give it a go. Again, this is the Holdfast American Revolution update. It looks like they still have some work to do on the bugs, but in general, quite straightforward here. Let's have a look. It looks like they've changed a few things about the how the players' uniforms look, how the even the guns themselves look. The first thing I notice is that. Well, I'm no historian, but maybe the guns being represented here aren't exactly true to the region itself when the American Revolution was taking place. Looks like there is quite a few players. I can't understand the language, but it looks like they've held true to their international population of players here. Oh, and it looks like I've suffered my first death here in the game. Let's see if I can figure out how to respawn. Oh, it looks like I'm going to respawn here in just a second. And here we go. We're off to my second chance. So this time I'm going to try a little bit harder now that I've got a rough idea of what's going on here. It looks like I'm playing as a grenadier. Grenadier grenade guy with a grenade. Anyways, let's have a look here. Oh, it looks like they've really enhanced the explosions in the game. Previously in the other Holdfast gameplay, you would notice that the explosions tend to come from cannonballs mainly, and it looks like there's a larger artillery kind of feel to the explosions taking place. Let's have a look here, see what happens. Looks like this guy here has got a grenade that he just threw and blew me up here, so I'm not sure if that was an intentional kill or not, but that perhaps just a little accident on his part. Let's have a look here. Now, I'm not looking to kill any teammates here, but it does happen in a game like Holdfast where sometimes you try your best and you still end up killing more of your own team. Oh, it looks like I got pretty slaughtered there as well. Got me good there. So again, this is the Holdfast American Revolution update for Holdfast that was just given to me as a special preview, basically, so I could have a good look at what's coming for the game. And it looks like they do have a little bit of work to do on some of the graphics, and I think historically they could really, you know, try to get at least a rough outline of what guns were available at the time of the American Revolution, because from what I'm seeing, it really seems like they just kind of went with whatever they thought was cool, which I don't blame them. You know, if you're gonna make a game, you might as well. Shooting at a friendly there. If you're gonna make a game, you might as well go all out and just have fun with it. I'm trying here now to try to figure out how to exactly to. Oh, here we go. If we scroll the mouse, we can change to a grenade here. It got me again. See, some of these guys obviously know what they're doing here. This could be the AGS players themselves who have just had a little bit more chance to try out this new play mode for Holdfast. see if I can get a kill in here at least. Oh no, they got me again. And it seems like they've taken perhaps let's see here, Neptune. No. Perhaps this is supposed to be Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. Perhaps is what they're trying to represent here in this map. It seems like a really, really antiquated building style that you might not find in present-day Atlanta, Georgia, but perhaps they were going with that kind of feel when they thought, you know, what timeline really was. I forgot what I was trying to say here. Oh, what timeline would you be trying to represent during the American Revolution? And granted, these guys are not from America. They don't really know what America looks like, so maybe they're just going with what they feel, or maybe what AI told them what the American Revolution was like. It does seem like there's an awful lot of German teams here for the American Revolution. I don't believe the American Revolution actually had a large German contingent, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe there was something that I'm just not aware of. I always like to consider that I'm the one who's wrong. Maybe the American Revolution was mainly German participants. Maybe it was folks from Bavaria fighting in, you know, suburban Atlanta, Georgia, or North Carolina, or South Carolina, Virginia, Florida, Mississippi, Texas, California, and there's Maine and Vermont, New York, New Jersey, Washington State, Washington D.C., which could not be confused with Washington State, Connecticut. What else we got? Have I said Vermont? I said Virginia. Have I said Vermont? How about Nevada? Nevada's one as well. There's New Mexico, Oregon, if I forgot them, Montana, Idaho, Iowa. I often mistake Idaho and Iowa because they simply sound so similar. I don't know a lot about Idaho or Iowa, but I assume they're nice places to live. People must live there. I at least assume that they're better than Malta. Because we all know that Malta is just an absolute hellhole. I wonder how they're supposed to use the scope. Oh, there we go. So the scope, it looks like they've improved the scope quite a bit in this new expansion of Holdfast. Maybe they got some clues from people that were complaining that the scope itself was not... oh, I don't have the scope anymore. But it looks like they have made some improvements to the game here. It looks like they've really listened to the player base and figured out, you know, this is what the players want. If they're going to be paying for a free expansion, you know, you really got to give them what they're asking for in the game. And what better way to do that than give them weapons from, you know, different eras that maybe they're interested in. You know, give them different classes that might not have existed in the American Revolution, but they're going to make the game funner. They're going to make the game more entertaining. And I really do have to compliment them on that, because not many game creators would actually go above and beyond like that and give players, you know, exactly what they're asking for. And I think that, you know, making this... there's no way that this is Atlanta, Georgia. I'd say maybe... Let's just look like... let's see, you've got small patios. Very European-style roofs. Maybe this is New Mexico. With this kind of castle, large stone castle. Very hilly. Yeah, I think this is possibly Albuquerque? I'm not sure if I could name too many other cities in New Mexico. It must have to be Albuquerque if they went with New Mexico for this one. And most people don't know that there's a famous series that was filmed based around Albuquerque called Breaking Bad, which is about a high school teacher who took it upon himself to kind of exacerbate the American drug problem by you know producing more drugs that people could take recreationally. And I think that's an important part of life is to figure out what you want to do recreationally and how you want to continue entertaining yourself as time goes on. Oh, I was got pretty good again. It looks like a lot of Chinese players who updated as well. It's good to see that they're embracing some new demographics in their player base. My player class is now Hunter Officer. I'll be honest, I'm not actually sure if I'm playing the Rebel forces or the. Oh, looks like some action going on here. They've really upped the gameplay here. The amount of action that takes place in the game itself. Like, there's not a lot of running to get to your objective like there is in regular Holdfast. Like sometimes when you open a map, you'll be running across the map for what seems like hours trying to get to the enemies. Often having to listen to whatever guy rambling on about this and that. You want faster pace here. Like you want to be just a couple seconds away from the action at all times to really keep your mind peeled on the action. You really want to be right in the middle of it. Like if I were to time it right now, I'd say what is this 2-3 seconds in, and already I'm dead again. So it really puts you right in the action of this American Revolutionary style conflict. So I really got to hand it out to Annabelle Games. They really pulled through and really produced something worthwhile, and I'm really happy that they allowed me this chance to. What the fuck is that? They really you know they're looking to make friends here, and I really appreciate what they've done for me, giving me this sneak peek at this, and so that I'm happy to give it to all of you as well. I mean, if they're going to give me a sneak peek, I'd like all of you to see it as well, so you guys know when you play this free expansion, you're getting your money's worth. I mean, if you were to pay even a single dollar for this, I'm sure you'd be kind of concerned with the quality of what they're producing. But since it's free, I mean, who's going to complain about free? Really, nobody. And see, I think those Chinese guys are also saying that they really, really appreciate the. If I understand them correctly, they're talking about how good it is that a company like ABS or whatever the hell they're called, they're making free content on top of a game that already exists that people already like. They're making a separate entire division of it that nobody really asked for it, but they're just gonna make it anyway. And yeah. So as you can see, there's it really is it's going to be controversial to historians or to anybody that really knows anything about the American Revolution, because none of this has anything to do with the American Revolution, besides that the location does seem to be in perhaps Jacksonville, Florida. Because you know, it's hard to, maybe they just went with whatever they felt like America looked like. I doubt they've ever been to America, so they're really just kind of going on with. Maybe they asked AI, like, what would America look like in the American Revolution? And this is what AI told them. Who can argue with that? So yes, I think we're going to cut it off there, just as a good wrap up of what we've seen today. I'd like to say that, yeah, from a historical point of view, maybe there's some things that some people have a problem with. Maybe they didn't quite get the feel of what the American Revolution might have really been like. But I think from a gameplay standard, there's going to be a lot that people are going to really enjoy about this American Revolution update. I think that uh, the long-term players that are maybe getting a little bit tired of running across a large field to try to find the enemy are going to really like just being put right in the battle, no matter what it looks like, what the guns are, what the teams are, that maybe Germans or Chinese or whatever is taking place in whatever part of America that is supposed to represent. I think that people are just really going to like being thrown right into it and be able to play right away. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great experience for us all. And I'll see you guys out there. See you later.